when you go through a lot of pain over and over and over again, you become numb to it. And that's kind of where I'm at with this Bears team. I'm numb to the pain, folks, because that's all I've been getting now the last 6 weeks. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL. Here to talk about the Chicago Bears and their loss against the Detroit Lions 34-30, in which what was supposed to be, I would say, a fairly easy win, in which we had controlled it the entire time, but then ended up losing. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm having a lot of trouble finding words right now because, again, I'm just so numb. Let's talk about it. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to go ahead and subscribe, because I do talk a lot of NFL, and I do talk, obviously, a lot of Chicago Bears. And told you guys this, man, win, lose, or draw, I'm always here for you guys. And if you do appreciate that, please make sure to go ahead and support by subscribing to the channel. And make sure you're also following me on my social media accounts. Links down below on the screen for that. So, we lost this game in which we had no business losing. Let's just, come out and say it. The Bears were pretty much in cruise control the entire time. And then at the end, we somehow collapse and let the Lions win. Now, there's a lot of places I can start. A lot of places. I think everyone wants me to start with the offense, and I think everyone wants me to start with number 10, the quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky, and talk about the play that pretty much let the Lions take the lead in this game at the very end, which was the fumble by Mitchell Trubisky, the strip sack that led to the fumble by Mitchell Trubisky, in which the Lions just had it in the end zone, pretty much, and at their red zone, and punched it in with an 87-year-old Adrian Peterson, who the Bears defense let run for 2 rushing TDs. But I'll talk about the Bears defense. And you know what? Actually, it's time to talk about that. Because as much as everybody wants to talk about Mitchell Trubisky and how that fumble lost us the game, I'm here to tell you, folks, that is not the main reason we lost this game. The main reason the Bears lost this game was the Bears defense. The Bears defense was flat out garbage. Garbage. They were just absolutely brutal, folks. I have never seen this defense play this bad. And I'm watching the game, and I couldn't recognize this Bears defense. I really couldn't. It felt like somebody hijacked the Bears defense and put the Jets defense out there. And speaking of the Jets, everyone wants to talk about, the Bears should just tank now because we've lost 6 straight games. First time since 2002, by the way. And to them, I say this. Bad teams don't have to tank because they're just bad. And they find a way to lose. And that's what happened with the Bears today. They found a way to lose. And what happened with the Jets? They found a way to lose against the Raiders. A game they had literally locked up. They found a way to lose. And the same thing happened to the Bears. And this is the mark of a bad team. It's the mark of a bad team, folks. The bad teams find a way to lose. And this Bears loss falls on the shoulders of the defense. Folks, Matt Stafford was doing whatever he wanted. Whatever. It felt like we were in a prevent defense the entire time. Matt Stafford was just ripping us apart. Ripping us apart, folks. Oh, Marvin Jones, you want a touchdown? I got you. TJ Hawkinson here. Oh, let me give it to my rookie wide receiver, Quintez Cephas, who hasn't done anything all year, but against the Bears, he's going to catch a deep touchdown pass from Matt Stafford. 50-year-old Danny Amendola, I'll give you some throws. Everyone ate. And even, like I mentioned, 87-year-old Adrian Peterson. Shout out AP, he's a future Hall of Famer. But you get my point. This Bears defense was awful. The offense was competent. And the defense was awful. And I tweeted this, and it feels like it. Are the Bears, not allowed to have both the offense and defense play well together in the same game? Is it illegal, folks? I'm sorry. It never freaking happens. It never happens. All season, our defense has been elite and the offense struggling. And now the offense gets a little bit of life and starts clicking the last 2 games, and the defense says, oh, sorry, we're done. And if you want to talk about the defense has given up on Matt Nagy and they want Matt Nagy fired, which they certainly played like it today, the offense played like they wanted to keep Matt Nagy in his job, and the defense played like they wanted Matt Nagy fired. And if you want to say that the defense has just given up, Faiz, to that I say this. At the end of the day, folks, no matter what your record is, no matter where you are in terms of, the team itself, you still have a job to do at the end of the day, and you have a job because you are getting paid. Keyword paid. The check is still clearing. So if the defense wants to give up on the season, but they weren't getting paid, cool, give up. But you're getting paid. You have a job to do. And this is tape that's going with your other tape to look at when assessing if we want to keep you, if the Bears want to keep you on the team next year, folks. This is tape for other teams as well. So win, lose, or draw, you always have to play your best because you're getting paid to do a job. You're getting paid to do a job. You don't like the job? Then don't do it. But point is, you get paid to do a job. So I don't want to hear that, oh, this Bears defense doesn't want to play because of Matt Nagy. It doesn't register with me because, folks, they should just play for themselves. They should just play for themselves, right? And these last 2 games, they just haven't. This has not looked the case. And to me, again, in this game, I could break it down. I could talk to you about drive versus drive, but this game was lost on the shoulders of the defense. They couldn't stop the Lions at all. Our offense produced. I can't blame the offense. And speaking of the offense, I thought Mitchell Trubisky played solid. I thought he played solid. I thought he was pretty decisive. Did he miss a couple of throws? Absolutely. But for the most part, I thought he played until the very end, and until that fumble, mistake-free football and turnover-free football, and pretty clean until, obviously, the fumble. And he had that 1 touchdown to Cole Kmet. He was doing what the offense had asked him to do up until the very end. So, absolutely, if you want to take that fumble and just mask it over his entire performance, you can. I'm not going to. I'm going to be fair to Mitch, and I'm going to say he played pretty well. In terms of the rest of the offense, loved seeing the running game going. David Montgomery, another great game, 2 rushing TDs. Cordell Patterson had a great game. Bill Lazor's play calling has looked very solid in this game at least, and I got to give him credit. And I have been calling all year for this. You guys know this. I wanted the Bears to be a run-first team all season long, and it looked like they finally became one, but the problem was that our defense couldn't hold up their end of the bargain. They just couldn't. So that's really what it comes down to, folks. So, the offense came out, they produced, the defense didn't. And last week, I was going easy on the defense because I said, okay, an off day, it's fine. You're going up against Aaron Rodgers. He tears everybody apart. Cool. But against the Detroit Lions, no. Against Matt Stafford, no. Against 2 weeks in a row, no. Can't do it. Can't give them a pass. Absolutely not. I won't do it. I won't do it. So this defense was awful. And folks, I'm telling you right now, if the defense does not improve over the last 4 games, we might go from a retool to a full-on rebuild and clean house on the defense side of the football too. I'm serious. It's come down to that for me, right? We know we have certain pieces on offense you can probably keep. Darnell Mooney, Cole Kmet, because obviously we haven't seen him much and he was a high draft pick. Cody Whitehair, James Daniels when he's healthy. David Montgomery's looked good. Allen Robinson, if he wants to come back, or if we do tag him. But as far as the defense, this defense, if it doesn't improve, we might need to move on from the defense. So, again, I don't even want to talk about playoffs, nothing like that, folks. Look, as far as tanking, all that stuff, bad teams figure out a way to lose. The good thing here for us, Bears fans, is this. Here's the reason to watch these last 4 games, because, A, we get to see what players deserve to be on the roster next year, both offense and defense. B, we get to get rid of all of the people that we don't want because we get answers. That's C. C is getting answers. And what are the answers? We had a lot of questions, and we got a lot of answers. Question: is Mitchell Trubisky or Nick Foles the answer long term? No. Is Matt Nagy the head coach for the future? No. Ryan Pace? No. Offensive line besides Cody Whitehair, James Daniels? No. Anthony Miller, you probably move on from it. Point being is, we are getting answers now. We are getting answers now, and that is what the rest of the season is going to do. And like I've told you guys this, another game, another day closer to Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace getting fired, and that's always a good thing. So, again, I'll leave you with a little bit of optimism, which is that. But, again, folks, this loss was on the defense. Let's just, be upfront about it. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys agree with me, leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching.